What's up, guys? Jesse Lamy here with episode number 37 of Red vs. Blue. In today's episode, it's a transfer special again, and we overhaul both teams and hopefully try to save a lot of money so that our clubs don't go into administration, because that'd be nice. Like, subscribe, ring a bell. I'll see you after the intro.
Streets are full of dreams and lies. Every corner has a story. With a pint and cloudy skies, we chase our fleeting glory. Manchester Knights are calling. In the madness we are falling. Round and round the wheels turning. Bright city always burning.
So I'm going to start things off on the this screen for FC United, because our budget last season, we were 800,000, nearly 900,000 pounds a year over budget. We've cut that by about £750,000, which is quite nice. And I guess we should show you how we did it with who's come in, who's gone out. So in the interest of expediency, we're going to go through the players you're likely to see played, because there's been a lot of them. Johnny Stuttle was the first man through the door. He joined us on a free transfer following his release by Birmingham, where he never really played for them, but did get a lot of games for Camberley Town, and previously at the level below this at Solihull Moors on loan from Birmingham. He's a decent-looking striker. In theory, our best striker, our best number 9. And he's going to be a guy we're hopefully relying on for some goals this season. We are hopefully going to get some goals from him. We're relying on to score them. And hopefully he can help us have a better season this year. Matty Bullock is a right back, comes in as an option for us down there. He joined us from Benson Crisconians. He was originally with Cardiff, and then has had a bit of a journey down to the Midland Leagues. Came up to the Northern Premier Division 1, had a good season there, got a good review from our scouts. Doesn't have a great personality for it, but hopefully we can fix that with some mentoring. But he is likely to be one of our starting right backs this season. Certainly one of two that we're likely to play with. But yeah, he is in through the door. Eddie Donnelly comes into play on the right wing. He joins us from Aston Villa, and he is a very good-looking young player with championship potential, which I'm very excited for if we can keep this guy around. We've got him on a 2-year deal, 3-year deal, in fact. So he is going to be with us for a little while, unless we sell him for monies. He will be with us for a while. It still needs to develop. He's only a decent player at this level, but I feel pretty good about him. Never played a game of football before, but he's an option. It gives us extra bodies and a very high potential extra body. Albie Fletcher will be our backup striker / number 10 this season. He has joined us from Fleetwood Town, where he didn't really do a lot. I'll be honest, he played 17 games for them in League 1 and 2. Never really got above a 6.5 average rating when he joined them from South Shields. And he's had a bit of a weird career, but again, our scouts seem to like him, our coaches seem to like him. It's not costing us any money per week if he's not playing. And he does look like a decent-ish player, so hopefully we'll get some goals from him / assists from him. We'll hopefully get some kind of productivity from Albie Fletcher. Now, like an experienced player, Jordan Turnbull joins us from Tranmere following his release there, where he played 207 league games previously at Salford, Northampton, Partick, Coventry, Swindon, and Southampton. When I was at Swindon, he looked like a very, very good player as well. I very much enjoy watching Jordan Turnbull. Joins at the age of 34. He's very much in there just to provide a bit of mentoring, a bit of just experience at the back. Well, mostly players are holding midfielder for us this season, I think. But we'll just do what we have to get the best out of him, and hopefully he can contribute, and we can just have a better season this year, really. Andrew Eames comes in as a centre-half who can also play right-back. Joins us from Everton. And a good National League player again with championship potential, which is something we're really looking for in our players that we sign on this season. Only 18 years old, but again, it looks like a very good player, already on his way to being lead complete article at this level, and should certainly develop quickly, you would hope, with his resolute personality and 16 determination. So keep an eye out for Andrew Eames. He could become a key player for us again, another player on a 3-year deal. So worth us paying attention to. PJ Carroll comes into an option on the left-hand side, and he joins us from Stump-Up United, where he spent 4 years, and played a good whack of games, 31 games, 2 goals, did fairly well for him at this level. So we've brought him in. Hopefully he can kick on in his career and become a good player for us. Not necessarily the greatest player I've ever seen, but certainly good enough to get in our team and just help us out to get some goals in, hopefully. Aaron Knight is another option at centre half for us this season, a Middlesbrough Academy graduate who also played for Benson Crestonians. I don't know why our scouts have been watching them so much, but apparently they thought it was a good idea. He had a good season last year. Our scouts said he was a decent player. I've looked at his attributes. I think apart from being a little bit slow, he's all right for this level. I think maybe we can get something out of him. And again, 20 years old with a bit of length on his contract. Not necessarily the best mentors, but we'll try and get him to develop as well. Now, one player I am very excited about is Raekwon Nelson. He joins us from Middlesbrough and has had started his career at Bristol City, had a loan at Chester, and then played for Middlesbrough. I think last season before last in the Championship. So he's been around, and he's had a season at the National League with Chester, where he played very, very well. He's going to come in to be a right winger and a left winger option. He's very quick. He's just generally good all round. Actually has League Two potential for sure. 23 years old. And already a decent player for this level. So to help us kick on is his brief, essentially. Aidan Garrison is another wing option. He joins us from Barrow, having previously played for Preston and Port Vale. A quick player, plays on the right, can play in the centre of midfield as well, which is nice to have. We're going to try and trade him for players or right back as well, just for completeness, essentially. Just because I think it will help to have a player who can slot in anywhere on the pitch. Spent last season playing in the National League North, did very well. But played for Port Vale, 33 times in League Two, and wasn't completely embarrassing after leading Preston on a free. But yeah, another player, tells us really all cost us nothing. We spent no money at all because we didn't have any. And he's another player in the options box. Tom Worcester comes in to give us another option in goal. He left Witton Albion at the end of last season. He's 24 years old. Not necessarily the best goalkeeper, but provides good backup to Harvey Collins, who I couldn't sell in the summer. I did have half an eye on him as our first choice this year, but again, with Harvey Collins ongoing, what are we supposed to do? I started his career at Barnsley before joining Manchester United. Went on loan to Ramsbottom, then Macclesfield Reserves for some reason. Back to Manchester, I never got in the Man United team. Joined Sheffield United free, never broke through. Joined Witton in the Northern Premier and became their first choice goalkeeper, and seems to have done pretty well down there. So yeah, good backup choice for us, jumping up a couple of levels. Maybe he'll make it back to the league. He is a potentially leading National League player. So who knows? Maybe he becomes our number one. Now, a player who's now going to have to learn to browse, because he will play for us this season, is Amar Sangraika. He is 22 years old. Joins us from Mangotsfield United with a resolute personality, good determination, centre-half, central defensive midfielder, central midfielder. Looks decent for all those things and could potentially be a good National League player. Was previously in the Southern League Premier with Mangotsfield last year. Had a couple of games in the Championship with Notts County. God knows how they've got up there. I've played the season before as well in League One for them. Skater at Watford, had a season or two at Kettering, and then a loan at Leatherhead. And yeah, he's on a bit of a journey, but hopefully he settles down here. He's got a few years on his deal as well, and we'll try and turn him into a footballer to see if he can become a key part of our midfield. Murphy Banzer joined us on loan from Fleetwood. He will be primarily used, I would think, as a winger rather than a striker, but he can kind of do both very well and play as central attacking midfielder. It gives us a bunch of options, really. Fully left-footed, unfortunately, and low determination, which isn't helpful for his development. But he's here on loan. He's not here full-time. And unless he shows some development, he won't be here full-time. But it's nice to have him in the squad, nice to have a loan that we can make use of, that fits into our rotation system and our options that we need. So yeah, he's had a fair career as well before he got here. Came through an older shot, went on loan to Whitstable, did okay, went to Fleetwood on a free and played a few games in League 1 and 2. Played for Nantwich as well on loan, at Buxton in the league below us on loan last season. So who knows, maybe he'll kick on and develop. Maybe he'll be useless. If he is, we'll just rock him. Patrick Yahaya comes in to give us another option up top. He joined us on loan from Crewe, and actually looks like a reasonably good advance forward, which is something we can make use of. Great determination, but he's temperamental, so a touch with the Balotellis and Anelkas. But we'll see how that goes. Otherwise, it looks like a fairly decent all-round player for 21. So I said he's on loan to us from Crewe, where he started his career, but has played for Leek and for Kidsgrove and for Hemel Hempstead, never at this level. But who knows, maybe there's a player in there somewhere, and there is, I'll find him. Callum Hewlett returns to the club from Altrincham. I let him go last season because I wasn't sure what was going on with him, and I felt like we fell apart without him. So I got a chance to bring him back on a free. I brought him back on a free. We're not even paying our weekly wage to come back, and so yeah, hopefully he can be as good for us as he has been previously, and we can just have him as an extra option in that central midfield role. Mark Kerr, the centre half, joins us from Morecambe. It looks like he could be decent for us and will fit in our system fairly well. Just gives us an extra option. Fairly determined player at 21. So I said hello from Morecambe in League 2. Played last season in the National League North for Darlington. Also was on loan to us for half a season as well from Morecambe and did okay for us last time he was here. So we're going to hope he can come back and do it again. And yeah, run it back and see what happens with him, I guess. Alias De Bono joins us from Cardiff, another centre-half, a much better centre-half, it has to be said. A little bit of potential in this guy, and he is available on a free if he looks like a decent player. Has all the right technicals for no-nonsense defender. If we're going to use a central defender, he's still okay, apart from his composure, which we need to work on. As a ball player, let's not. But it looks okay. He looks like he could be decent. Has never been out of anywhere before, and Cardiff, and apparently slipped into League One, which is a little bit terrifying. But yeah, a Welshman, 22 years old. We'll see if he can turn into a footballer. And yeah, just add to the squad, I guess. And finally, Justin Kern joins us from Swindon on loan. He can play anywhere. Essentially, he can play anywhere, both-footed, decent mentals and physicals. He came up, he looked good. So I signed him because he looked good and he plays for Swindon. Previously of Swindon Super League on loan as well, and had a good season there. So yeah, that concludes our business ins. Let's have a look at our business outs, just so you know who is left for this season. So, if we go to the back end of last season, we have, it's a bit of fire sale, essentially. Towards the back end of last season, we lost Stephen Evanson fairly early in the window to Stockbridge for 525k. Oliver Pimlott joined Bury. Teddy Ramlo also joined Bury. Finn Potter joined Tamworth. Nathan Willis joined Hartlepool. Ryan Tiofo also joined Hartlepool for 5.5k. We actually got paid for a player. Crazy stuff. Say that we got paid for Gerald McCartney as well by Bury. So not that out of the ordinary. Ben Brown joins Banbury. So that's a fairly good deal for us. Sebastian Jensen joins Salford for 25k. Elliot Millen joins Oldham for 10.5k. Ruben Spiley, our backup goalkeeper, joins Adel Athletic on a free. Kian Taylor joins Europa FC in Gibraltar on a free. We've loaned out Sam Jess and John Reed and Bailey Copeland for the season as well. So that concludes our FC United business. Let's hop over to the blue side and see what's happened over there. In fact, before we do that, because I always forget to do this, our pre-season preview is saying, we have got a slightly weaker squad than last season. We should finish 21st, which is relegation zone. I think we can outperform it just about, but even so, we are allegedly in danger of going down. We'll see how that works out for us, but I think we've got a good enough team to finish around what we did last season in 13th. If we can push to the playoffs, great, but this season's really just about getting the budget in order. So we'll hopefully have done that a bit better, and towards the end of the season, maybe we can get rid of a couple more high earners, and we'll see how that all shakes out. So the Maine Road transfer business actually started in April with the return of Rory Sheeran to the club. Previously played for us in the 26-27 season, like 3 years ago. He was at Scunthorpe when we signed him on loan initially. He did very well for us in Northern Premier League. He's been playing regularly at this level the National League level for Scunthorpe over the last couple of years. A nice consistent 6.65, actually starting games for them, which is nice to see. So hopefully, a step down to this level shouldn't be so bad for him this time around, and he should be able to step up. He's developed a bit since we last had him, I think, and we'll see if he can become a key player for us this season. Lewis Page comes in to play up top for us. He has joined us from Telford United, a very quick striker. Essentially, that's all he does is quickness, because his finishing and his composure are not great, but such is life. Sometimes at this level, just having a guy who's quick enough to get through the defence will help you out. I played the National League for Telford last season, and Benson played the season before that for Bootle in the National League North, and was okay, I guess, and has been mostly playing at the Northern League Premier and Division 1 levels before that, where he's not been setting the world on fire, but, we needed a striker, and he was a pretty good option for us, and we'll probably start those games, I'll be honest, which tells you how badly our hunt for a striker has gone this season. Gavin Donker is a central midfielder and attacking midfielder who joins us on a free from Buxton. Played for us previously, actually. We had him from AFC Foyle, but he got released there. It says, I thought we had him on loan for a season. He played for the reserves as well as for the first team. Good Buxton after playing for us at this level. 6.76 is pretty good. And played for the under 21s as well. But yeah, pretty good return at this level for him last season. And this season he joined us on a free. Looks like a good player, can play all over the middle and on the left-hand side, which is also very helpful for us. Gives us a bunch of options. Doesn't look like a terrible player. And we'll see if he develops. David Lloyd joins us from Everton, a Welshman, of course, under 19 international. Will probably be our first choice right back this season, certainly first two choice with play all the way up the right hand side. Has not had any loans really out anywhere, but yeah, he gets a chance to be a senior pro, and hopefully he will be a good senior pro for us this season. The fabulously named Rakesh McCauley joins us from Chelsea on a free. He was released by them in the last season. 18 years old, low determination, of course, a problem we can hopefully train out of him. Left back, centre half, all the way up the middle, and we're trading as a right back because he's white footed. I don't know why he trains as a left back, but that's life. No those are so far for his career, but it looks like a decent young prospect. We're going to see if we can turn him into a first team player for us. And if not, we'll just try and sell him on or release him at the end of the season. It's not really a biggie. Zach Nadat joins us from Leeds, left back, and possibly our starting left back this season. Looks like a decent-ish player. Yeah, just a good youngster, 18 years old, released by Leeds, and just will develop with us, essentially. He's got all the physicals I was looking for, so it's just the mental, the technicals that need to develop with experience, and hopefully they will. Ryan Adams also joined from Leeds, a centre-half and right wing-back, where I try and train as a right-back as well. Again, very, very good physicals, decent mentals. His technicals aren't quite there, but he's an 18-year-old, so we'll see how that goes. Unambitious, but you know, he's played for Leeds. Well, I say played for Leeds. He's been with Leeds in the Premier League. Hopefully, he can become a quality player. He maybe just needs some game time. Tobias Want comes in as a right-wing option for us. Joins us from Nottingham Forest, another player who's never played a professional game of football, but he's 18 years old. He's quick. Mentals aren't terrible. And his technicals do need some work. I have got a loan offer in for him, though I will probably let him go to Grantham just so he can get some first-team football at a level that's not going to affect us so much. But if I had to put him in the team, I don't think it'd be a huge problem. He is allegedly our best right winger. We'll just have to see how I feel, I guess. Logan Pyers, a 25-year-old left back who joins our free from Melbourne City FC in Australia, where he played last season. I say last season, it was the season before last, really. He was on loan at Chester, on loan from Chester to the A-League, where he was playing, which is pretty impressive. Has played in the National League North as well. Started his career at Sunderland, joined Manchester United, then Burnley. So was obviously highly rated by someone somewhere at some point. And yeah, apparently has the potential to be a good player at this level. He's quick, but the rest of his physicals are a bit rubbish. His mentals, though, are pretty good, and hopefully we can just make use of him as a left back. We've got some good competition at left back with him and Freddie Stanley, so hopefully we'll be okay. Danny Savage joins us on loan from Rochdale. Gives us a bunch of options in the attacking midfield and up front. So just a good squad player, really, to give us an advantage there. Decent enough physically, mentally, and technically at 17. I think this guy's probably got a big career ahead of him. I think this could improve a lot. Might be League 1, League 2, if I'm honest. Where Rochdale are currently in League 2, and he has played in League 2 for them. So that's probably a reasonable size. He's got some potential to play at League 2 level. And yeah, we've just got him in as an additional player in our squad. As I said, can play up top or in attacking midfield. Gives us a bunch of options. He's joined by Russell Taylor from Oldham on loan, a player who plays central midfield, left midfield, right wing, or defensive midfield. Decent physicals, decent mentals, decent-ish technicals. 20 years old, probably not going to become the greatest player in the world, and I imagine his loan history probably reflects that, given that he's played in the Northern Premier and then the Northern League 1 Northwest for a couple of years. But here we go. He's costing us nothing, and maybe there's potential in that we can dig out. Leo Sabeko is a South African centre-half on loan to us from Fleetwood. Also played defensive midfielder or central midfielder and right wing back. We're also going to try and train with a right back, because why wouldn't you? But looks like a decent enough player for this level. His technicals aren't great, but his physicals and his mentals are pretty strong for this level. Good determination. Should become a very good player given time. Has played for Fleetwood 7 times in League 2 last year off the bench, and played in League 1 for them as well, and played for Eastern Olo in the Southern Premier. So I think he's a good signing. Hopefully he'll do well in our team and just give us extra options. Calvin Tunia is a striker, Scottish, 19 years old. I learned to us from Tranmere Rovers. He's very quick. Doesn't offer a lot else, if I'm honest, but he's very quick. Probably isn't the best finisher in the world, but if we get a few goals out of him, that's going to be okay. He has come through at Radcliffe, then joined Tranmere on 3-1. He did play in League 2 18 times for them, 14 off the bench, but 18 times for them a couple of seasons ago, last season, in fact, and had a loan in the Northern League Division 1. So, bit of a mixed bag. Hopefully, he becomes a very good player, and we'll just give him a season and see how he looks. He can also play on the right wing, which could be very helpful, given that he's not much of a shooter. So we'll see how that goes. Curtis Rafferty is an Irish fullback, plays on both sides, joins on loan from Morecambe, gives us an extra option out of the back as well, so he can rotate. Spent last season in the Northern Premier, did very well, and just comes in under 20 capped, decent pace, fairly good mentals, and his technicals aren't the worst in the world, so just an extra option again. But if we've tried our best with this squad. Reece Grant joins us as a striker from AFC Fylde. He's also a Welshman. Has never played a game of first team football, but they're in League 2, so their players should be good enough to play here, and he's a leading player for the league below, which means he's a decent player for this level, and has decent enough pace. His mentals are actually pretty solid, and his finishing and composure are strong, so he should be our go-to goal scorer this season. David Gabriel is a Nigerian centre-half who can also play in defensive midfield and regular midfield. His physicals are a bit rubbish. His mentals are pretty good aside from his determination, which sucks, but we'll try and get that out of him somehow. He's on a non-contract basis, so if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but he could be a decent player. He's 21 years old, though, has already played for a bunch of clubs, came through at South Shields, loaned out to Frickley, Lancaster, Brickhouse, and West Auckland, so 3 clubs in the Northern Premier League. Played last season, though, 34 times, mostly off the bench, in the National League North, and didn't have a bad time, so maybe he's actually a decent player. And something in his attributes is working very nicely with the match engine, which, by the way, we've upgraded to the new Frankboard match engine, so we'll see if that carries on being a thing. And finally, the quadruple barrel Kyrese Adams Coleman joins us on a free. He is a defensive midfielder primarily because I felt like I really badly needed one because we didn't have enough. We had so few in the squad that Logan Pye, the left back, was actually going into our best 11 as a holding midfielder, which troubled me a little bit. So I found this guy, I went in for him. He's a decent enough player, decent enough physicals and mentals, can play both sides on fullback as a right winger and as a central midfielder, so that's always good to have that versatility. And I spent last season in the National League North with Bootle, where he played 40 at starts and 3 off the bench as well. 5 assists and a player of the match on a 6.8. Previously at Blackpool, where he didn't play in League 1, but did play for Leiston in the Southern League Premier. So I think he's a decent enough player. And that's sort of, well, that does conclude our business ahead of our first game, which of course we'll play on Friday with the brand new match engine. But let's have a look at who is left, just so you're up to date on that as well. We start off by letting Amari Davis Stevenson go on loan to North Ferriby United. Joe Donahue has gone on loan to Stanningley. We have let Lewis Nolan go to Hendersonville on a free. Charlie Wing goes to Gateshead on a free. Again, just freeing up wage budget for other players. That's always happening here. Shane Reynolds joins Glentoran on a free. Leighton Brown joins Redditch on a free. Joe Batty has gone on loan again. Joe Donahue went on loan twice, somehow in the same window. Don't ask. Same with Amari Davis Stevenson. They both got it on loan twice in the same window. I don't understand how, did I miss something? What have I missed? They went on loan in April, and presumably only for a few days, and then came back and went on loan somewhere else. I don't know. Anyway, Joe Clary also leaving us to join Yeovil for £1,000, which was a blow, but it was good money, and I feel like at this level, every player is replaceable if you can get money in for them. So, looking at what we're doing with the National League North this season, prediction-wise, we are predicted currently to finish in 12th. We finished 10th for last... Oh, you didn't finish 10th, like this for South Shields cycle. We finished in 13th for last season. We are predicted to finish 12th this year, but I think we can push on and finish a bit higher than that. I think our squad is good enough to be in the mix this season. So, we'll find out as things progress. So, we'll come back on Friday for the first game of the new season, where hopefully I will have my voice back because I'm trying to slow down my recordings. I just had to batch record the entire AFCON for the journey, just so installing the new match engine didn't mess up the AFCON. And yeah, that's kind of destroyed my voice again. It's been fun, good times all around. And yeah, so I'm gonna get this video out. I'm literally recording this video on Tuesday night. It's currently 10:30. There you go, some meta for you. And after editing, get it out for Wednesday morning. So good times. But yeah, I'm gonna give my boys a rest. We'll do the I'll record the match in due course of my boys recovers to get it out for Friday. But anyway, tonight, thank you for watching. I haven't always been chasing Lemmy. Do like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that good stuff. Until next time, stay safe and have a good one.